Video game anime adaptations can be a really nice way to expand a universe that we already discovered with our controllers. And in contrast to a lot of video game film adaptations that mostly fail to deliver the charm, the immersive feeling or the overall vibe of the game, there have been some pretty good video game animes in the past. Like this one, or very recently, this one. So when the first trailers for Cyberpunk Edgerunners were released, I was pretty excited as to how the show will capture the essence of CD Projekt Red's original game. And not only was I not disappointed, I was blown away by the quality of this show. Although this may be a bold statement, I would say that Cyberpunk Edgerunners is one of the best video game anime adaptations of all time, and definitely one of the best shows this season. Why? Let me explain. David Martinez is a stellar student at a prestigious university in Night City, as suddenly a tragic accident strikes and faces him broke, without perspective, and with the cybernetic hardware that he implanted himself. Feeling betrayed by the mega corporation that failed to save him and his family, he is out for revenge and quickly finds himself on the criminal side of Night City. Meeting the mysterious Lucy, he joins a team of Edgerunners with the same intentions, bringing down the mega firms that rule the city. But the more hardware he implants himself, the more technology takes over his consciousness, threatening his life more and more. One of the reasons why Cyberpunk Edgerunners is so amazing is the breathtaking world it's set in. I heard that the world of Cyberpunk 2077 was one of the biggest plus points of the game. Unfortunately, I haven't played it yet because I only have a PS4 and, well... The world building of CD Projekt Red has been already amazing in The Witcher 3, and it seems to be the case in Cyberpunk 2077 as well. Welcome to Night City, where you can trade your life for a deadly job or a mechanical update. The city feels like a living organism, swallowing everyone who's not cautious or not rich enough. David and his crew feel almost insignificant in the eyes of monstrous hyper-capitalist companies that are ruling a city full of crime, sex and punishment. However, Night City only comes to life because of Studio Trigger's amazing animation. Already really convincing in Star Wars Visions, Studio Trigger knows how to pull all the right strings to make the city come alive. And this is actually no coincidence, since Masahiko Otsuka, who adapted the story for Cyberpunk, was a writer for the Disney anime show. The beautiful and vibrant colors of Night City are constantly clashing with the disgusting underworld, in which you can nearly smell every corner that is filled with excrements and blood. Equally, the fight scenes, typical for Studio Trigger, are insanely well choreographed and executed. Style over substance? Yes, but it's freaking fantastic here. The city itself is filled with eccentric, untrustworthy and completely insane characters. Meet the crew, the tough Maine, the batshit crazy Rebecca or the puzzling Lucy. You will quickly fall in love with all of these cyberpunk outlaws. In many ways, the storytelling reminded me a lot of Cowboy Bebop, in which a group of individuals who couldn't be more different from each other come together to experience one adventure more insane than the other. The journey is absurd, but you follow them anyway because you feel like you're a part of this crew, experiencing all of the craziness with them. Of course, in a runtime of only 10 episodes, not every character is as fleshed out as the other, but the show manages to find a healthy balance for the most part. I just wanted to know more about all of them. In between all the action, the relationship between Lucy and David is filled with quieter, more subtle moments that give the viewer a moment to breathe. And I have to say that some of these moments were my favorite of the show, when Lucy and David escape the madness of Night City and show themselves from their more human side. I was genuinely invested in their relationship, especially because both of them have dreams. David wants to live up to his mother's expectations, while Lucy dreams of escaping Night City to fly to the moon. In the midst of all the blood, betrayal and bombast of Night City, their dreams may seem insignificant, but it's what defines them as a person and ultimately makes them truly magnificent characters. In regards to the plot, I don't want to reveal too much, but trust me when I'm saying that it's going down. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a fever dream that holds on for 10 episodes and will not let you off the hook until you finish it. Explosions, craziness, blood and strong language dominate the show, similar to an amazing soundtrack and an even more amazing opening. Also, every episode has a song in the name of the title. I put you a link in the description. It's an awesome selection. The show takes no prisoners and makes it clear from episode 1 onwards. What I love most about this show is that it only features ambivalent characters. Whereas you think that in the beginning the lines between good and bad, rich and poor are drawn, this line gets blurrier and blurrier the longer the show goes. Until, in a phenomenal episode 6, it completely vanishes. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is brutal, yes. It features a lot of violence, but it is also consequent in its storytelling and character development. Something which I can't praise enough. There's not much to say from me other than if you don't have an issue with strong language and a lot of violence, this is your show. It's loud, exaggerated and completely crazy, and I loved every minute of it. The stellar animation, the awesome soundtrack and the well-written characters, all of it blends perfectly in a 10-episode cybernetic ride that you will not forget. This feels like a project in which everybody involved wanted to create a mesmerizing show, and they completed their task in an exceptional way. I just hope to see more shows like Star Wars Visions and Edgerunners in the future. Shows that push anime out of its niche genre and flex muscles to show what animation is truly capable of. Edgerunners is the perfect example. And just like Lucy, the rest of the show shoots for the stars and aims for the moon. And boy, do they both hit. So, have you seen Cyberpunk Edgerunners and did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below. Over here or over here, you can find a video of why Chisato from Licorice Recall was actually one of my favorite anime characters this year. My name's Leon, thank you guys so much for watching and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.